So, tangent and cotangent. Now, the one thing you do want to pay attention to is the fact that the period has now changed. Instead of it being 2 pi divided by c, it's now just pi divided by c. Okay? So, we have our parent for tangent, and that's right here. Let me scroll a little bit further so you guys can see all of it. The U's are actually asymptotes. So the U's are the undefineds. So they come in handy because they act as asymptotes, and you can actually see this is a full cycle asymptote, full cycle. Tommy.
So we're just messing around with middle numbers?
Pretty much. Yeah, which makes life way easier. All right, so what do we want to have as our x cutoffs? Do we want to go by pi over 4s, pi over 2s? What are we thinking? Pi over 4? All right, so mark your pi's. Halfway, halfway, quarter, quarter. All right, so our asymptotes, and there's a reason why I ended up starting it at a negative pi over 2 instead of starting it down here at 0, is because that gives you a full, you can actually see an entire period by going through and doing this. Y's, do we want to have them go by halvesies? All right, so points-wise, origin, -1, +1. That is a full cycle for a tangent. Now the luxury is you can keep going on both sides. Bueno? All right. So make sure you get that drawn in real quick. We're ready to do some cotangents? Bless you. So cotangents, if I want to remember correctly, I want to say I start at 0 for that one. Yeah, still the same period. Cotangent will start at 0. Well, if you notice, everything that came with them came from a unit circle. to go pi over 4 again? So, if you remember, tangent at pi is 0. We're doing cotangent though. So, what's the reciprocal of 1 over 0? Or, I'm sorry, 0 over 1. 1 over 0. And that is, yeah, that's easy peasy, lemon squeezy. All right, we want to do 1 all the way through. Bless you. Yeah. Now, I know it shows an amplitude on there. Most of the time we don't deal with amplitudes in terms of periods because there is no up and down. It goes up to infinity and down to negative infinity. But you can treat amplitude almost like, what is my vertical stretch and shrink? And because it's a negative, there's a reflection over the x-axis. We remember that, right? So amplitude, for the most part, we deal in terms of like the absolute value of this. And then I just put like a reflection over the x-axis, just as kind of a note off to the side. All right, ready to start writing in some tables? Do you guys want to try it without me? No, we ain't that awake yet? Okay. So the only thing that's happening to my x's is I'm adding pi over 4, right? Yeah. Multiply by -2, then we're going to add our 3's. Now, what happens when I multiply or add something to an undefined? Does anything change? No. Undefined is still undefined. There is no such thing as an undefined plus 3. Bless you. Bless you again. do we think? So far, so good still? Now, x-axis wise, what do we want to count by? Quarters still? Y's, we're definitely going to have to change. What are we thinking? By twosies? So 2, 4, 6, 8. We're just going to end up splitting in a lot of them. Bueno. I was going to say, I think that's all I got. Why? Oh, you graphed it as like a point?